Hi, my name's Isedehi Iriagbonse Igodaro, and this is the continuation of Truths Rising from Silence. Before I start, as usual, I like to read something. I express my truths, true colors, my presence, and sacred silence. My pain has purpose, my creativity is healing. I am whole, even unseen. I speak my shame, my body has been holding it in my chest and womb for too long. I'm no longer willing to break for others or shrinking to please anyone. I've worn shame like a second skin, not because it's mine, but because I was taught its protection. So, previously, I was talking about Wilson, John Hassan, that I got pregnant for him. So that was in 2012. Because previously I said I traveled to Nigeria and then I came back. When I went to Nigeria, I told him I was pregnant. So I came back in 2012 to Manchester and he proposed. This is the time I was telling you I spoke to his auntie and she said the marriage was not going to work. But before then, before I go further, do you remember Greg? Hmm? You remember Greg? So if you look at, I think the recording before this one, or I think two recordings, I was talking about Greg, someone I met outside Zenith Bank in Area 11 in Abuja. And then a friend of mine at Meze came. I told him my childhood friend was coming. So around this time, my sister, the barrister that knew me with Greg, she called me and she said she has been receiving calls from Greg, but she refused picking. So he kept sending text messages. Barrister, please, I know I offended you. Please pick my call. It's important. So she was curious. She picked his call. And he asked of me. She told him Issa has long moved on. He was like, yes, but he just wants to explain. There's something he really needs to discuss with me. So she said to him, she traveled. She's in the UK. He asked for my number. She said no, that she would get back to him. So she called me. And I was like, Greg, after all this time, why? She said, even she was shocked. So I said, give him the number. Greg called and he said he's not even going to beg me to take him back, but he just wants to tell me what happened. He said that night, myself, him, my sister, and Ameze, when we went out, I said I was with his portfolio and everything. She said Ameze gave her number to him and told him there's something important that she needs to discuss with him about me. So that was the urgency. When we got to the house, she packed a small bag that she needed to go and see her cousin. Her cousin was actually Greg. You see, friends, I've not always been, blessed with friends, good friends, close friends, the kind that you can call a sister. And my own blood sister, the only one left, because of the kind of dynamics, politics my mom plays amongst her kids. There's no closeness, you know. I've known Ameze for years. And even before she came, there's some kind of friends that you don't see in a long time, but when you see, you just catch up. That's the way we are. But me telling Greg childhood friend, that was where which other word would I have used? So that in his defense, he said because I said childhood friend, he believed everything she said. So I said, what do you mean? He said that night they were actually waiting for her on the road. When she picked her things, there was no cousin. He booked a hotel for her. They were in the hotel throughout till she left back. He won't lie to me. They were in love. The funny thing? I'm on the big side. Ameze is very skinny. Ameze is size 4. And I'm on the big side. So I was like, you see, envy. Anything that has to do with envy, I cut it off. If I just a little pinch or just sign, I'm gone. Because envy is worse than witchcraft to me. He said he was sending her money, so they can plan. Kohina engaged her, bought her a $10,000 ring. He said that they traveled to, is it Barbados? They traveled somewhere. So he was always sending her money to buy him things, sending her mother money because he now knew her mom, her brother. So he said since they're already engaged, he was going to do business in Dubai. Yeah, Dubai. And she flew. They met. So when they got to Dubai, he noticed that as she took off her wig, she had nothing on her hair. So she had cut her hair, like scraped everything. So it was like, is everything okay? She said, yeah, everything is fine. Everything is fine. So he said in the night, Ameza started screaming, like acting really, really, really weird. So he was like, what's going on? So she started talking like that she doesn't even understand what's going on. That's this church her mother took her to go and join, this Olumba. That this how when they join the church, someone comes in the night to initiate them. So like sexually, kind. I thought maybe my ears were not hearing properly. So it's like, wait, hold up. Who are we talking about here? It was like, your friend, Ameze. He said in his head, he couldn't even hold it anymore. So he was like, wait, you are telling me now that your mom took you somewhere for something. Meanwhile, you told me to leave Isse if I want to live long or if I want to enjoy my wealth. That because her mother is very evil, that her first marriage, that her mother destroyed him. That her mother has everybody knows her mother as someone that has a very big, as in she worships different kinds of juju. And this man that is not a small boy, that is a grown man, but that rubbish. He said no because of I said childhood friend. So I was like, are you done? All right, I have to go now. I'm busy. And that was it. He called again. I didn't answer. I I don't know what I did to Ameze. The funny thing? He said before he left her in the hotel that he did not care because his life was more important. He collected his ring so that he can return it back to the jewelers. He said because his $10,000 is not going to go on waste to trash. I didn't even know what to say. That's why I said if it was done. For so many years, I didn't see Ameze. till last year when I saw her. Saw her last year. Is it last year? I think last year or 2 years ago. So imagine since 2000 and how many years? I didn't see her till, I think there was a show, One Fest. That was when I saw Ameze. For the first time in so many years since she left me outside her house because of a man. So she thought I knew that she was dating him. And I had no idea. So she decided to play the card of she's having issues with her husband. Meanwhile, it was because of Greg. She didn't want me in her home, which is okay. It's fine. But why did you let me, even when I called you a few days before that I was traveling, why did you let me waste my time? So meaning there's something that is hurting you for you to make that move. I don't get it. And I innocently did not even know. As Greg didn't pick my call, I moved on. Traveled, and then you put somebody in your house just to embarrass me. See life. What kind of wickedness? But you know what? I've left the matter a long time ago because that friendship died with that thing that you did. Yes, it died. When you saw me, when you hugged me, I blessed myself. Because, like, if you truly got married to him, would you have been bold enough to hug me? I don't think so. But because you feel, I don't know what you're thinking, but I don't even care. It's not important. Real friends, don't act like trash. But anyway, so moving on. So I and Wilson, we started planning for our wedding. So I traveled first to Nigeria because I normally come to buy things and go back home. I traveled first and then he came. So I met the crew when he came because we traveled to, when he came to Benin and then we traveled to Auchi, to Agbo. Sorry, it's Don that is from Auchi. So we traveled to Agbo because it's Delta Igbo. He introduced me to one of his family friends. He said her name was Rita. I didn't think anything about it. I just felt okay, family friends, fine. I asked her if she was going with us to Agbo. She said no. So we traveled to Agbo. By the time we got there, I told him already, let's just stay in the best hotel in Agbo because there's no way I'm sleeping. I'm not comfortable because of the way your auntie spoke to me. He was like, that's fine. When we got to Agbo, I paid for the hotel. We went to his auntie's place with my big baby bump. I knelt down to greet this woman. She turned her face the other way. She didn't answer me. Then she said, stand up. So I stood up and I sat down. A place where you're not welcome, do you eat? I would never eat. So they brought a goosey soup and pounded yam. They were cooking. Instead of serving me and Wilson in one plate, maybe she just felt, pregnant women, they can eat anything because cravings. No, I didn't leave my sense inside in my butt crack. Garnish the soup, put pounded yam on the side. And then she made one statement. This is your own, you will eat by yourself because you people are not married yet. and then gave Wilson his own to eat outside. His brother joined him. I was looking. I was like, me, eat this poison. With my pregnancy. No. My handbag, brand new handbag. I poured the whole soup and the pounded yam inside. Everything. Because everywhere was tight. The house is small. Where am I going to hide it, for Christ's sake? I poured it inside. When she came, you're finished. Do you want more? I said, no, I'm fine. Oh, go and wash your hands. I went to wash my hand. It was when we got to the hotel, I discarded everything in the bag, washed the bag, but I couldn't remedy the bag. I wasn't bothered. So I said to Wilson, why did she give us food in separate plates? Wilson was like, I was busy. Maybe she didn't want you to be hungry. I go, okay, fine. And then he just told her, we'll be going back to Benin. That the introduction and everything. She was like, okay, she'll be there. So went to see his brother. We just went round. I went back to Benin. So that his family friend, the Rita, she keeps calling and calling and calling. Not like family friend, the way she calls. Like all this authority. But I didn't think much of it at the time. So she said she was in a house in Dumais Road. Dumais Road, I think Dumais Road is one on Saple Road. She gave the address. We went there. Our wife. Our wife. You must be hungry, our wife. So me, I was just like, okay, she's nice. Our wife. Her mom came out. Very old, elderly woman. I greeted her. She didn't answer me. I was like, what's going on? Family friend. So they brought food. Because she was friendly, I ate. The Rita girl, lady, I ate. And then we left. So she keeps calling me, don't stress yourself, oh. I will cook, I will bring the food to you people. You know that you're pregnant, don't stress our baby, those kind of things. Yeah, I just felt genuine. We finished with our introduction and then we went to Redo, for the registry. Reverend Father came and blessed the marriage. And then we went back to Lagos. Rita stays in Lagos. So Wilson was going to do one or two things, so we just traveled to Lagos. So I said, instead of going and traveling through Abuja to Manchester, I would just go through Lagos. We slept in Rita's house. She insisted. I was like, hotel. She said, no, our house is comfortable. She asked Jen, money will go and waste in hotel. This. I was like, no, I don't mind. She said, no, it's fine. The next morning I woke up. I saw all Wilson's boxers, vests, sparkling under the sun. She was in the kitchen, cooking, sweating. I was like, wonderful family friend. About a week later or so, a few days later, a week later, I traveled. When I got into the house, I noticed the sky. Like the sky dish. Normally, if you travel for a long time, even DSTV, it'll be red, but it was green. So I said, no, someone left this house. today. I said, that's weird. So, okay, let me take a quick shower. Since I travel back and forth for business, I just decided I'll just be carrying a very small luggage. Then instead of taking things up and down, I would just bring food stuff, which I do. So all my things, when I say all my things, I'm talking about shirts, clothes, like my style, everything, hair tongue, straightener, boots, shoes in one room lined up, bra, pants. So in the closet, in the drawers where he puts his. So we just fold them. I opened to take some fresh clothes. Nothing of mine was in there. I was like, no, because all his things were still there. His boxers, the things. So I called him. I was like, what's going on? None of my things are in the wardrobe. And he said to me, I will call you back. Please don't call your mom. Don't tell them anything. So as he hung up, I kept calling. He didn't pick. So I called Rita. What's going on? I'm trying to get Wilson. She was like, hey, he will call you back. He will call you back. I said, are you put together? She said something like that. He called me back. I said, who took my things? Where are my things? I said, who takes somebody? I said, do you know the amount of the things that they've taken? I said, let's even forget the amount. Things that I've had over the years. Some of those things, they mean something to me. I've had them. You know when you've had, like, I said, my underwears. I trusted that my things were safe in your house. I said, so what is going on? He said he doesn't understand. He will get back to me. He first said it's Paula. I said, Paula, as in, I don't understand. He said Paula came to visit. So Paula is the one that packed everything. I said, Paula. I said, you left Paula in the house. So Paula is his baby mother. She has a child for him. I was like, but you didn't tell me Paula was coming. He said, no, you get back to me. Let him call her. He called me back and begged, please, I beg you, we'll get to the root when I come back. I cried. Because I too, when I was coming, I said, since I have loads of bras, pants, let me just leave some. I just carried boo-boos. I didn't even carry anything. Pained me. That thing pained me. My handbags. No. But his things were neatly arranged. So my mom called me a few days later. And she said he came to the house to pick some things, lights and some other things for his house that he's working on in Warri. What's the business with? He said, that girl. And I said, which girl? He said, the lady that has big, big eyes. I didn't say anything. I kept quiet because he said she was a family friend. But the way she was eyeing you on your introduction day, I was going to speak to you to tell you to stay clear. I don't think that girl is a family friend. It's like a girlfriend or a wife that has been told to keep quiet. And she's doing it for a reason. It's like, what do you mean? I said, never mind. Said she was helping him pack things in the car. That even the jeans she wore had her G-string was, the designs, everything was, like, Nami gets helping him adjust. He said, so they left. She thought that they have even left Benin. She said she was even wondering because I said we went to Lagos. So the lady still followed him back to Benin again. To do what? As what? And I said she lives in Lagos and works in Lagos. She said as if that's not enough. She thought that they've left Benin since because he told her he was traveling. Only for her and her driver to be on Sapler Road near State CID so that the police held them. They were going to seize his car. So she told the driver, pull over, pull over. So she came down and said, Officer, Madam, Honorable, this is my son-in-law. Said the lady now greeted her. Said she just looked like she didn't answer because she was surprised that she's seen the same lady with revealing open everywhere. So she was like, this is my son-in-law. What happened? Said, no, they are remanding the car. He doesn't have the right documents. Said, please, he's my son-in-law. He would get the documents. Just let him go for the sake of being my son-in-law. So they told him to go. Him and the Rita, they entered the car. He did not tell me any of this. So my mom said I should just focus on my pregnancy and everything. Said, but something is amiss. So I was like, okay. So when he came back, I told him, I asked him, what happened to my clothes? I have nothing to wear. I said, look at me, wearing boo-boo. He said, I'll get them for you, I promise. But that is Paula that took them. She has no right. I said, no, you don't understand. You had no right to give the key of the house. I have a key. You have a key. Why give the key to someone else? It makes no sense. I said, so you are the one who's wrong. You have no right. What game are you playing? For peace to reign, I said, okay, he'll buy me my clothes. He didn't buy me my clothes, but he was going out, coming back with things for himself. Maybe a new pair of designer shoes, belts. What of my stuff? I'll get it for you. But first, I need to get things for the baby. You need to get things, yeah, I need to get things for the baby. I felt so little. Quiet. So I don't like things, when they say 9 months, wait for your water to break, all those things. No, I prefer to know. I like being very calculative, know what I'm doing. I don't like to wait, plan. So I was given an option. Do you want induced? Exactly 9 months? I said, of course, why not? Instead of waiting. He took me to the hospital on the day I was to be induced, exactly 40 weeks. We got there in the morning and they gave me the tablet. So I said to him, he had to go and do other things. And I said to him, will you be coming back? He said he's not so sure because he needs to go and do some things. He doesn't know when he's going to be back. But he's going to keep his phone close. When I go into labor, he will be there. So I was like, okay, fine. I was put in the word. I took that medication in the morning. But because I'm on the big side, by night time, to midnight time, I was feeling funny. I've never had a baby before. And I'm telling these people that I'm very uncomfortable. They say, oh, no, we'll just run you, put the jacuzzi, just, run your bath. I was like, no, this one is not bath. I'm feeling, said, no, 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 it's fine. They went, put different things, herbs, like, to just relax. Nice bubble bath. As I entered inside that bubble bath, it was as if my eyes, my stomach, hey, this is what I'm telling you, my stomach was just like the pain. I said, no, these people, in fact, I think it's toilet. Let me just go and poo. So this time now that it took to arrange everything was now getting to like 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. Let me go to the toilet. As I get to the toilet, I think they went to look for me. They didn't see me. They were now tracing the water. As the lady just knocked, she heard some kind of funny noise because me, I thought I want to poo now. And she just opened the door. Is it okay to come in? I'm coming in. As she opened the door, oh my God, you're fully dilated. The baby is coming. She just pressed the bell. She pressed one thing. Bah! Please, please, hold it, hold it. Pressed one other alarm. Everything was making pop, 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 like emergency. They just came, they came with this stretcher. So me, I'm like, no, 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 leave me. I want to poo. No, it's not poo, it's the baby. The baby is coming. You're fully dilated. I listen to him talk. Me, we want poo. I've been telling them. They said no, that it's going to be the next day, 2 days. That was how I told them. Call my husband. They said, we have no time. I said, no, I'm not having this baby. Call my husband. They said, we'll get you your phone. I called. If I did not call Wilson, if I did not call Jonathan, I called like 20 times. He did not pick. So because of the way I was worried, the midwife now said, that she doesn't understand. Okay, let them keep trying. But me, I need to focus. Say, because I'm just about to have a baby. I was like, no, my husband promised. I want him here. I want him to be here. And now sent a message. As I sent a message, they now said, the baby is coming. And I was telling them, I want him to be here. They said, the baby is coming. We can't. I just got text alert from his number. That's his number. Why are you disturbing us? Why are you disturbing my man? Because you want to do what we women have already done. We are sleeping. Don't disturb us. I didn't know when my baby flew out. My baby just came out. This man left me in the hospital, went to go and stay with another woman. The baby just came out. My son. Mind you, when I was 4 months pregnant, I'm going and coming. He didn't sleep with me. He didn't touch me. He said, no, he's scared. The baby's head, he can't touch me. Konji do me like this. I saw, and I seen. Konji. Hey. Eh? No. No. So I said, the doctor said, he said, no. They had to stitch me. I did not, it was a normal pregnancy, but they had to stitch me because, everywhere was no robo-robo-ski for me. For how many months? 5 months. But God did it. I delivered 3 something in the morning. So they cleaned me up, did the stitching, took me back to the ward. I sent a message. I've had the baby. I called when I was settled. I've been calling you, you're not picking. I now sent a message, I'm calling you, you're not picking. Just to, I've put to bed. And I just left my phone like that. So the next morning, when people are coming inside, I'm thinking he's the one. He didn't come till like afternoon, 3, 4 in the afternoon. He first called me in the morning and said his car broke down, that he saw my missed calls. So apparently the person he was with deleted the text that they sent me. Years back, I'm always I just believe that relationship, if you tell me something, I take it. I don't doubt. Though sometimes, if my instincts kick in, I go with it. He used to tell me AA takes 72 hours to get to you. AA. So I was not like, what's going on? He said his car broke down, he's waiting for AA. So I was like, is it going to take 72 hours? He said, luckily there's one close by. In the morning, that's when he called. How's the baby? I said, baby is fine. He said, so he will see me later. When he was coming, he didn't come alone. He came with 2 people that I've never met in my life before. One guy and one girl. It was weird because the lady was so rude. Ah, is that a baby? The baby doesn't even look like you, Wilson. The baby didn't even take anything from you. Right in my presence. When she finished doing all this rubbish she was doing, she looked at me and said hello. I was just looking at her, I didn't answer. The guy said hello. I didn't answer. He went to the corner. Because I just felt that is the lady that sent me that message. Because you don't come into the hospital where someone just put to bed and you're saying the baby doesn't look like the father. Like, who are you? Are you a devil? You're not a demon. I mean. So he stayed a short while because the nurse was telling him that they're still trying to, make me breastfeed. But for some reason, I can't. My mind was in different places. I'm the kind of person that if my mind is not somewhere, I tried. I tried. But it's like my baby was feeling that, my, like my heart was just broken at that time. Something good, my son, but my heart was just broken. Like, I was just thinking the worst. Donatus, previous marriage, this one. I was not thinking what will people say. I was just thinking, God, let your will be done. I was still saying, change this man. Let him be the same person that I fell in love with when he had no one, when I was running up and down. Because I asked him, I said, hope it's not because of what I did. He said, no, 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 that he has always been in love with me. So how can you be so wicked? You leave somebody in the hospital to put to bed and you can't sleep with another person. After everything, I couldn't still breastfeed. So they told him they're just doing some checks on the baby. That's I'm good to go. But we'll just leave it till tomorrow. So I was like, okay, no problem. He left. I still could not breastfeed. So they said since the baby was eating in my stomach, the baby will not be hungry like that and everything. So I was like, okay, fine. They now told me to call him to get this breast pump. Okay, I did. Called him. And they said with the way things are looking, we might have to get formula for the baby. Okay, fine. So he came the next day, they discharged us. So it was the next day towards evening that he came. They discharged us. So I told him that, you didn't get the breast pump, so we need breast pump. We need the formula. I said the baby has not eaten. And they told me that immediately we leave here, I should feed the baby. So they said the baby is okay. I'll be looking at my baby, they were telling me the baby is okay, but just try and feed him ASAP. So I was like, no problem. So he went to get the breast pump, but he forgot to buy the formula. So now I'm seeing him taking shower, getting ready. I'm like, what's going on? People rang the bell. His friends, them Lakon, all of them came inside. We came to see the baby. Da, 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 da. Baba, where would they go now? Where would they go? So I said to him, I said, you're going out? Yes, I'm going to celebrate the birth of my son. I said, you're leaving only me. I just came back from the hospital. He said, no, I'm not staying long. I didn't want to be upset because people were there. Because the way people are, they will say it's the woman that is a bad person. But I could not understand. He knows that I don't know anybody. My younger brother is in Newcastle. I don't have any friend. Him that's supposed to support me. He left, went to party. He did not come back till early hours in the morning. I saw Shege Banza. Hey, only me and baby. I could not sleep. I was tired. When he came in the morning, I now said, did you bring the milk? He said, no, that let him sleep small. You go and bring the milk. I said, I don't understand. He was tipsy, drunk. He fell on the bed and slept off. I was like, what kind of nonsense is this? But you cannot talk to someone that is drunk. He slept and woke up late afternoon, evening. This time, baby is crying, only me. When he woke up, I now said, I need milk now. I said, because I don't understand what's going on. I don't want my son to starve. I need milk now. He now went to buy milk. I said, I would have gone to buy the milk with my baby. If not that, you can't take the baby out. He went to buy milk. And he said, somebody will come and help me bath the baby. Who is coming to tell me about the baby? He said, his auntie, Mama Me, that sells in Moston Lane. Bell rang. Let me not be ungrateful. Mama Me came. It was as if it was Wilson that gave birth, not me. They'll be talking. When I enter, they'll stop talking. She used oil, rub my baby, bat the baby with that net sponge. By the time she bat my baby was red. I was shaking like this. My baby was red, like she peeled the skin of my son. I was like, what kind of bat? I said, no, he will sleep, he will this. So she now said there's something she wants to make for me to wash my whole, stomach. In between, she's like, your stomach is big, oh. You have to work on it, oh. Me that just gave birth just 2 days ago. I was holding myself. I was holding my cry. The thing that she made was ready. She gave Wilson, serve him in plates. That's the thing for women to watch pregnancy. She gave Wilson. In fact, the way she rested on the chair, I know say, me, I not be Momo now. This one a babe. This na babe. Not be As in, this is a girlfriend. This is not someone that has a restaurant. This one, I didn't babe. And she was like, don't be cooking, oh. I'm going to be bringing food. I bring food for you and Wilson. I bring this. I was like, no, it's okay. I can. No, don't stress. I'll come about baby tomorrow. So my mom now called that night. How is baby? I said the baby is fine. She started saying, since I came to Newcastle to see your brother, what happened on the flight? I'm scared to go on the flight, phobia. I was like, okay, how are you managing? You have to manage. You have to just manage. Clean him first. Then when you get back, make sure that you are not bending so you don't have pain. Like use the sink. And I said, there's one woman that came to bat him. She said, which woman? You allow somebody bat your child? She was not shouting. Somebody that could not enter a plane to come and help her child. Anyway, my mother has never gone for Omugo. My sisters, no. She doesn't, Omugo, no. Even my late senior sister, she will go stay one night. The next day, she's packing bag. She just feels is that food. She will bring, up to vegetables. She will chop the veg. Meat, she will boil the meat, pack them. She will bring everything in bulk. Box of noodles, this. She will carry money, do transfer. Latest 2 days, she has gone. I don't know how she wants them to cope. So, even me say, I don't want that kind of help. That you come and use to touch my tongue. Then the next day, oh, let me go, they suffer. So when she said, drama queen, only you enter first class, only you they faint. Because she said she fainted when she was living in Newcastle. And they were shouting, any doctor on board, help this woman, she can't breathe. So they put oxygen on her. People there inside economy, they press, they're not faint. You sit down for first class, you they faint, where space there. So me, I just like, it's okay. Don't allow anybody bat your child. You know what that means? The navel, this is this. You know what my mother-in-law did to me? What? Bat your child yourself. But really and truly, when I saw the way my son was red, even before my mother said that thing, I said, nobody's touching my baby again. Nobody. I think this is the time I should step up. The next day when she came, I answered, hello? It's Mama me. I'm here to bat baby. I said, baby is sleeping. Okay, buzz me in. I said, no, baby is sleeping. I want to sleep. Hey. I wanted to come and, food. I said, no, there's food. Don't worry. Someone brought food for me. But baby is sleeping. Because I don't want somebody to come and tell me my stomach. No, don't come and... As long as people are not related. Family friend. Which family friend? So, she didn't come again. It was now my pastor's mother that came to bat him, my son. She came twice or 3 times, and pastor's wife came, and I started doing things by myself. When, shower, my shower used to be no more than 15 seconds. Like anybody that sits down and say motherhood, it's rewarding, but it's not hard. In fact, now I can speak for myself. I won't speak for anybody. Being with a partner that does not help is like single motherhood. So let me just say single motherhood. I've been a single mother for, single mothers. They need to be anybody. In fact, they should make a law against people that humiliates single mothers. They are the strongest beings. Single mother. You need to give them their flowers. If you make mockery of them, you are a demon. From my experience, Single motherhood is the hardest thing I've done. Oh. They say, Isse, raise your hand. The hardest thing you have done is what? I'll say single motherhood. Single motherhood. Eh? Since I had my son, I told God, God, till I see the one that will help me look after a baby, that will follow me for appointments. I didn't even tell you people that my appointments, I went alone. It was only the 20 weeks to know the sex that this man followed me. Alone. So you see, when you are crying, I told God, I said, God, till I see that man that will help me, we will do it 50-50. You see pregnancy? Hey, you see this one? You see this boy? I'm a mother. Is it not mother? I'm a mother. Single motherhood is hard, though. Please, you people should stop laughing at single mothers. Jesus. One child is like 20 when they are babies, and it's only you. So I don't know how. Single mothers, you people that have 2, 3, tobale. How do you do it? If I don't want to know, I saw my back head. As if that one is not enough. As if it is not enough. My younger brother now called me that he will come the next week. So I was like, okay, no problem. So he now said to me that, don't you even go anywhere? And I said, no, not yet. I said, no, that's not this one. They're always saying, wait till 3 months before you carry baby out. That no, you can carry baby out anytime. So I'm not like, really? And I booked cab. The cab dropped me just near Tip Street. I said, let me just even go to town, walk around with my baby. I'm just walking past that the car park in Tip Street. I just see Wilson driving in with one baby in the front, one child at the back. I just froze like this with the pram. He had already seen me, and it was already too late for him to drive off. He had already driven into the car park. He just came down and quickly came to meet me. Don't make a scene, don't make a scene. As if me, I used to make scene before. Me, I'm shocked because of what I'm seeing. This baby, big bum bum. The child is big. It's my friend. I'm going to Nigeria. So she wants to use her card to buy things for me. Then I'll pay her later. Like, you're going to Nigeria. I say, we'll talk about that later. I'm sitting here about the Nigeria, as in, what? Nigeria. As he just left, I didn't go into town again. I just called cab, entered cab and went home. Not up to 1 hour, 2 hours. I think he realized what he just did. But maybe they didn't have a chance to go and run 1 or 2 paro. He didn't even come with the things that he said that she was buying for him. He came home. It's not what you think. And I'll say, wait, what are you helping me for? What are you helping me for? You brought mama and me here. Mama and me, that is your babe. Everything. I'm the one that gave birth, but it's you she's talking to. I said, then. He said, no, don't think like this. Okay, no problem. I said, what will you say about Nigeria? He said, he's leaving for Nigeria next week. I was like, Nigeria? Just wait so that we'll go together now. He said, no, that he's leaving for Nigeria. I was like, are you joking? Packed his bag. I left for Nigeria. Called me at the airport and said he has already applied for our son's passport. So the British passport should come through the post anytime. Okay, no problem. He left. I'll make it fast for you. When he was leaving, He said he was going to stay 3 weeks. He stayed 3 months plus. Before he left, I told him, I said, let's quickly circumcise this baby. He said, no, it's not staying long. And 2 weeks max. And I will not even stop to that 3 weeks. The next week, my younger brother came. My younger brother said, where's your husband? I said, he traveled to Nigeria. My brother said, my brother, in fact, his eyes were red, but he did not know how to show it. He felt bad. He left you by yourself. He said, do you want to follow me? Pack your things, let's go to Newcastle. And I said, no, I'm okay. He will soon come. If I had known, I would have carried my bag and Newcastle. My brother now said, you have to be going to town every day. And I said, no problem. I'll book Uber. I said, which one is, I'll book cab. Which one is cab? He said, come. Don't you take bus? I said, no, I don't take bus. My brother was the person that taught me how to take bus. Because I was always using cab. My brother now said, come, get ready. Got ready, put the baby in the pram. We went to the first bus stop. My brother said, this one is going down that way. Let's cross. So meaning that the other one now went, so that one is going to town straight and everything. We now jumped on that one. When we got to town, he now asked the driver, where do you take the bus going back? The guy said, on the other side. He said, you have to be coming to town to look at people. He said, because you don't even know what you just entered. It's rewarding, but so that you don't start. Do you know Wilson was traveling and he was already owing 1 month rent? He did not pay rent and he stayed 3 months plus. When I'm calling him, he's not picking. I'm calling his sister, the only sister he has, Uche. It was then I knew that women are wicked. You see some women that are not happy in their marriage. If you marry their brother, they'll not send you. I'm calling her. When she picked, and as I'm trying to reach Wilson, I said the landlord has been coming to knock. That's the rent. Landlord will come and knock. Early morning, late night. I can hear a baby. I will carry my baby. We're staying opposite those high-rise building, opposite Sports City, Etihad Stadium. I will go out in the cold. I'll take blankets and be there till the landlord goes. You know the embarrassment people are hearing. How can you be so wicked? My mortgage. How can you do this? I can hear, baby. John, you promised. The money were in my hand. Make I use and pay rent when I did with baby. And that was what the sister said. Call your mother now. Let her settle the rent. Let your mother settle the rent. Then he will give you the money to give your mother. Hey. And she hung up. I called Wilson. Called. The day he picked. What is it? He says he's very sick. He's on admission. He's in the hospital. That he might not be able to be talking. Go, he's on admission. I was not panicking.